Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account, which means we have the brand new Awakened version of Antandra that is going to be up. Let's run through these skills and abilities. And overall, a lot of players are saying not very impressed with the look of the hero. I think it's pretty cool. I like the flames. I think they could have went a little bit bigger with this hero, but overall you can see the spear. Even the spear, I feel like it's stationary flames. They could have done something a lot better, but let's run through and see exactly what she's going to be bringing when it comes to, and now we get to see the actual like multiplication factors and what she looks like. So the active ability here, and again, just like we did before, I want to look at the passive one first. Now the Dragon Armor scorches nearby enemies. Now the Dragon Armor portion of this, the Dragonflame Armor, is what is kind of incorporated in all of her skills when we did the earlier peak of it. Inflicting health loss equal to 220% of the attack rating every second. Antandra's normal attacks also inflict scorching damage, and her other skills will have additional enhancements or enchantments when cast. So that is really this is the trigger for all of it, which means since everything is based on the attack rating, the higher that you build her, the stronger you build her, the better she is going to perform. Now the active ability, so this is actually when it happens. Antandra channels the power of the Draconic Fire to activate the Dragonflame Armor, gaining different type of enchantments. Activating this effect does not consume energy. After activation, Dragonflame Armor consumes 100 energy per second, so that essentially is 10 seconds. If you can get her additional energy, it is going to stay up longer, and the effect will be deactivated once her energy runs out. While activated, Antandra is unaffected by energy recovery effects from others, as well as energy reduction effects. That kind of negates it. That means that if she's unaffected, so you can't give her more energy, which will be kind of interesting to see. So when the health is above 60%, healing she receives is converted into energy recovery. So there it is, and I believe again, I'm assuming that when it's active, this is still going to work. For every 1 second of max health she is healed, Antandra recovers 15 energy. Well, Dragonflame Armor is active and Antandra's health is below 60%. Health loss is converted into energy loss. For every 1% of maximum health she loses, that loss is converted into a loss of 10 energy instead. When the Dragonflame Armor state ends, she recovers health equal to 65% of the total scorching damage dealt with Dragonflame Armor was active. So it seems like it's going to be very situational, and we're going to have to see exactly how this works. So Scorching Flames can melt any armor. Each time Antandra deals scorching damage to an enemy, their physical resistance is permanently reduced by 2 points, buffer by 2 points, while Antandra also permanently steals 65% of these attributes, up to 60 points each. So she can gain up to 60 points of physical resistance, right? Their physical resistance is permanently reduced. Yeah, so she gets up to 60 points out of there. This effect can stack up to 10 times. Not sure if it's 60 points in total. I'm assuming it's 60 points in total, and that is permanently stolen. So as a buffer, that's going to be pretty interesting to see the buffing aspect. Now, the demand duel, this is very similar to what we've seen with Anasta. So she engages her current target in a duel, taunting them. The duel ends early if either party is slain. In the meantime, Dragonflame Armor enchantments, the dragon or the target suffering scorch damage loses health equal to 180% of the attack rating every second during the duel. So I'm not sure if it's just going to be like just a straight up fight, but that is pretty interesting as well. If by the end of the duel, Antandra has inflicted more damage and health loss on the target than the target has inflicted on her, she gets energy. Then, of course, the energy goes to 650 right there. During the duel, Antandra is immune to control effects and damage from other enemies other than the duel target is reduced by 70%. During duels, the duel target deals 70% less damage to enemies other than Antandra. That's pretty good if you can lock down one hero. During duels, Antandra takes fatal damage from an enemy other than a duel target. She becomes immune to that damage, so it's almost like Brutus's invincibility. This effect can be triggered up to 2 times per duel. Wow, that can probably lock down some of the burst heroes in there. The Spear Barrage, she enchants her spear with the Draconis gem, then launches a barrage of jabs at enemies within a certain range in front of her, dealing multiple strikes. Now, we don't know how the arc of that is going to look. Dragonflame Armor enchantment Each strike that lands deals scorching damage to the enemy, inflicting health loss equal to 150% of the attack rating. While casting this skill, she also gains accuracy. And then the armor enchantment. This is the big thing. For every enemy hit by the strike, the crit rating of the next strike is increased by 20%. That's a lot of damage in there. For every 3 points that Antandra's physical resistance exceeds that of the target, Antandra's damage from this attack is increased by 10%. Antandra can increase her damage by a maximum of 100%. So remember, if we're stealing the physical resistance in here, with this one stacking up to 60 points, and then we're using it within here, seems like it's going to be pretty good overall. For every 3 points that Antandra's buffer exceeds that of the target, health loss inflicted by the scorching damage in this attack is increased by 10%. So you have two ways to buff her up. One is going to be the physical resistance buff. One is going to be the buffer itself. And again, kind of thinking of collections. So if you have a really big buff out of both of these, that's going to be pretty cool to see. And of course, it is by that Dragonflame Armor. Then the warrior's will, she hurls the spear at the enemy with the highest attack rating, dealing damage to them. She then leaps to the spear's location, dealing an equal amount of damage to the enemies in her path. I just wonder when it comes to the duel, how this is going to come and how she's going to choose who to duel, I guess. So the flame armor enchantment, again, when Antandra leaps to the spear location, she deals damage equal to 180% of the attack rating well near the enemy. She also briefly knocked them down, stunning them. There is the crowd control. When the skill ends, she gains 30 points of haste. So now we have physical resistance. Now we have haste. Now we have buffer. And then, of course, she steals 35% of the attack rating of enemies hit, up to 300% of the attack rating for 5 seconds. Wow. 35% of the attack rating of the enemies hit. If you're targeting the highest attack rating hero, that again could be kind of crazy to see. And then the SP effect. So at the start of battle, she gains 500 energy, and her energy recovery rate is increased by 30 for the full duration of the battle. While Dragonflame Armor is activated, energy consumption per second is reduced to 60 from 100, so that's going to last a lot longer. Once the total activation duration of Dragonflame Armor reaches 10 seconds, the state will no longer consume energy to remain active. Subsequently, each cast of Antandra's ultimate will consume 400 energy, and the health loss inflicted by scorching damage from all sources will be permanently increased by 20%. Again, she seems pretty broken overall. Let's see exactly how we're looking at this hero here. All right, so she comes out, and again, visually, there's the duel. I think that's the little marker on top of the head. Now there is the Scorch armor. Yeah, she needs to be like full on flame if that's because her energy's going down. So the Scorch armor, I can't even tell if it's up. I don't know if we're going to be able to have her run out of energy in here. Yeah, I mean, visually, they could have went a lot of different ways in here with this. Let's see. Let's get just a buffer up here. I want to see kind of how this looks. Comes out. And yeah, she just died right off the bat. That's what I was trying to see what it looks like with her. So there we go. So she ulted literally right at the very beginning. So the armor's up. Flies around the battlefield. It almost looks like she's not losing energy. The ultimate ability on the battlefield does take a little bit to get that up. So there's 10 million. Let me hop out and see. And I'm wondering, let's throw her in here with some other. Oh, that's right. We're super limited to what we can do here. We have what? Support. We have support. Then we have Liberta. They really didn't give us anyone in here to use. Let's drop in Liberta in here. I'm just kind of wondering damage-wise what it would look like. And then tank, we have Granite. Not really giving us a lot of heroes to work with in here. And see, it seems like now right there, the ultimate, it takes like what, 2.5, maybe 3 seconds for that ultimate. And I like the alt animation, but like I said, it's kind of hard. They could have done a lot better. So 7 million, 3.79. We're gonna have to see her and test her out a little bit more. But all right, guys, so that is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.